What's up, Black America Web family? I'm Nia Noel, the managing editor of Black America Web, and we are here because the thing that is taking over the world right now, Love Island. So we're pulling all of you all in for a chat, and I had to bring some bombshells to the island, well, to the villa with me. So I want you to welcome, first up is Nicole Della Vella. Hey, girl.
Hey, guys.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I am a Love Island fiend, a new fiend, because I
Yeah.
know it's people that's been doing this forever. But
Yes.
I'm
All
new.
right. All right. All right. Well, we're going to chat in just a little bit about all the winners from tonight and everything. Love Island season 7. But I have to bring to the stage with me Miss Shar. How you doing, Shar? Oh, you got to unmute, girl.
Hi, everybody. Sorry. I am great. I love Love Island. I want to be Love Island. It's been my personality for the past 6 weeks, so I'm excited to chat with you all about it.
Yes, welcome. Welcome. Very happy to have you. And up next, our next bombshell is Miss TT. How are you doing, TT?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Very excited to talk about everything that's been going on, and I can stop texting people. We can actually talk about all this. But
Yes.
we couldn't just have all girls in the villa, right? We had to have, a bombshell guy. So of course I had to bring somebody in that I've known for a little bit, and I follow on social media, and he's been obsessing about this online. So I had to bring in Christian. How you doing, Christian?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Glad to be
Good.
here.
Good, good, good. All right, guys. We just watched the finale. And as we know, well, most of us know that Amaya Papaya and Brian won. Are we surprised at all?
Not at all.
I really
No.
know.
No.
Are we
Not at-
happy? Like,
I'm ecstatic.
I am. I'm
I'm
excited
happy
for
for
her.
Amaya. I'm happy for Amaya.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
That
I'm
part.
not because no shade to Brian. He came in really late. You know what I mean? And Amaya had, such a hard time in the villa. So I'm really happy for her. She's just like a source of joy and light in the villa. So I'm very happy for her. For Brian, it's like my happiness is there, but it's like, I really want him to pull through for her. You know what I mean? I'm just side-eyeing him a little bit.
Why are we side-eyeing Brian? I haven't side-eyed him yet. I want to know where you're coming from.
The only thing okay, so I love that he defended her in the stand on business. Okay, that's a real one. He was like, okay, mi gente Latino, we get it. We understand each other, right? But then I'm just like, he finds out, like, he also knows that she's a fan favorite. He also knew that, you know what I mean? So I was just like, I don't know. But I'm hoping for the best.
I see what you're saying.
He seems genuine so far. So there's nothing I can say that, it's just because he came so late. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
I feel like he was consistent, though, after he came.
I agree.
I would
That's
agree.
true. That's true.
Like, he seemed genuine.
I
Yeah.
know he has been her best connection, and I like the way he looks at her. You know what I mean? Like when you look at somebody and it's kind of like that look of love. To me, that's hard to fake. I feel like he looks at her like he really has affection for her.
Yeah.
I think he kind of just echoes to me. Like she'll say things that she likes about him, and he'll find a way to bring it back and say the exact same thing to her. So I don't really know if I'm trusting of Brian yet. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too deep.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm looking too deep.
I do like that he asked to be exclusive with her in his final episode. So I feel like that shows that he's serious about her. But we'll just, I guess, have to see like going forward. But again, happy for Amaya Papaya because he was struggling in the beginning.
Crashing out, arguing. Like I was like, sis, calm down. It's gonna come. Crying.
Even if he doesn't work out, I feel like she was saying, he kind of came like a Prince Charming. Like everybody was down in this girl. Everybody. Only votes made her feel good about herself. And then he comes like, all right, I'm not about to get on y'all bandwagon. It's not cool. I'm not having it. He kind of doubles down in the relationship, which just gives you this confidence that like, okay, maybe there are good people out there that will like love you for real, for who you are.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying, Christian and Shar, but I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, I guess.
I'll do that too. Because he didn't do anything bad.
He did.
Yet.
No,
we can't. We can't be too harsh, okay?
TT, how do you feel about Amaya and Brian together?
I'm gonna agree with Coley. I think Brian has been pretty consistent. I think Amaya had a rough start. So I'm excited for her with this win to see how Brian came in and really was that Prince Charming for her.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're talking about Love Island Season 7. Don't forget, you can comment down in the chat. We will see your comments, and we want to chat with you guys as we go forward. So please don't just sit there and watch. We see you out there watching with us. Definitely get in on the conversation. Okay. Can we talk about Huda? Can we talk about this breakup? Are we surprised about the breakup? I want to talk about this breakup.
Yes and no.
No.
Yes and no. I'm
surprised
to break up with him. I didn't.
You didn't see it coming?
I didn't. No.
I didn't. TT.
I would have been the other way around. I thought Chris would have ended it because Chris looked like he was going to go home with his mom and sister. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
He was
so scared. He was so scared of his mom and sister
that day.
About him.
Yeah. So her doing it kind of surprised me, but he was over it. Like you could tell.
I think he kind of pushed her, to that
Thank
decision.
you. That's where I was going.
He kept saying, it's your decision to make. It's up to you. But he already made his decision. He just wanted her to say it so he wouldn't be the bad guy.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say, Christian. He just didn't want to say it. He didn't want to do the breakup. But also good for her for going ahead and breaking up, because she knew it just, neither of them were going to be happy. But can I tell y'all this? I've been saying this since, what was that, episode 7-ish, where she crashed out with Jeremiah. Huda need therapy. Huda needs to love herself.
Yeah.
Huda needs to learn to love herself first, because she's looking for all this acceptance and love outside. And I don't even think she really is confident in herself and loves herself the way she should. And I really want that for her before she finds somebody to love, because having that, she's going to be able to pour into a relationship, and that person's going to pour into her as well. But
for sure,
I do feel like there's been some growth.
There's so many Hudas out here. I was a Huda. Every
we
girl
all
is
been
a
Huda at some point.
Like, and I love to see it because it's just honest and it's true. And you can really like somebody in a couple days. Like, there has been times where you just meet somebody and y'all just vibing. So she crashed out. We all crashed. I crashed out the other day. We crash out. Like, I just feel like
I've never crashed out. Like she crashed out in the villa. I have not.
No,
I have not, and that's fine.
I've cussed some people out.
So, I've cussed people out too, but not quite like that. But I ain't mad at her. But I would love for her to get some therapy, and I feel like also when she comes out, she's going to have a rude awakening to a lot of the things that America has been saying about her for a minute.
For sure, I am proud of her growth though. From where we are now, I think she has grown a lot.
100%.
I agree. To even have that conversation and break up and have the courage to say the words in that way was growth. And you could see the child coming out of her even after that. Like, you're not going to carry me in the water.
Yes.
All she wanted was that love to somebody to show her that extra affection, and he just wasn't giving it. And it kind of reassured the decision anyways. Yeah. Like they be saying, you got to stand on business. And she, even though it was hard, she really stood on her business. Like, you know what? She probably was like, I got a kid. I can't play no games with this guy going back and forth who don't even want to touch me in the bed and is ignoring me. Come on.
So can I say, I did think it was kind of crappy that he didn't help her across the water on the way back. I think he was in his feelings. Like, you're supposed to be a gentleman, help the lady across. Even if you hold her hand while she's walking across. What if she slipped on them rocks? But also, I felt like she was kind of tripping with we can kiss and have sex in the room, but not I understand what he was saying. Like, it was very strange that and then strange. Also you out here putting your coochie in people's faces and dropping it like it's hot for a challenge, but you can't kiss me out here. Like, I was feeling him on that. What did y'all think about what side, the two sides with that argument?
I agree with Chris. I thought that was odd. Also, like you're gonna give it up, but you don't want to kiss me, and then everybody's not like it's a secret that we're together. So I don't know. It was just odd. It was interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird too. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I think it was weird for me that she was upset that he wasn't showing her affection. But his whole thing was, I want to show you affection. She's like, no, not in public. But now it's, I don't want affection. So I think that, I think Chris was valid for what he was saying. I think Amaya said it best. Like if this was the opposite way, the genders were switched and a guy was doing this, it would feel weird. So I agree on that.
Yeah. Char?
I personally hate to agree with a man. Like it is like it really hurts to do that. And so every time Chris and Huda would be talking about something, I'm like, why am I agreeing with this man? Because it's like there are so many things that were like, first of all, he kept trying to get his feelings out and like make his statement, and she kept interrupting him. I was like, girl, just let him say what he has to say. Like let him say what he has to say. And I think that she would just like immediately like be emotional like in her reaction, and he wasn't trying to like criticize her or put her down. He was just like, this is how I'm feeling. And then the like PA thing I didn't get, because I'm like, you are still in public, y'all are sleeping with, it's 20 people in the room when you are knocking out.
How many times did the guys comment that they didn't want to hear the noise?
Yes.
Like, everybody knows what you're doing, and the cameras are night vision. We see you.
Yes. So she's very, I agree with the therapy, because I think she's very like emotionally reactive, and I think that comes from like something in her past. Like it's like,
Absolutely.
baby, we gotta unpack that. For sure.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about Nicolandria. Like this.
Oh, that's my ship. Okay. The spirit of Tamara.
Ditto.
My
Yes.
baby.
Well,
That Tamara platinum card, Tamara.
Christian. Christian, like, I don't know, y'all.
Yeah.
Christian, you're not a Nicolandria fan?
I am a Nicolandria fan. I am not a Tamara.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about the spirit.
Okay.
You know, the spirit.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We'll let that slide. Okay.
Did y'all see the video of dilating when he was talking to her? Like his pupils were dilating when he was like, oh my god, I love them so much. I want to eat them up. I really do.
I hope they stay together, and I hope they make it. I literally cannot wait for the reunion to find out more, and hopefully they'll be on TikTok and everything together. But they are so yummy to me. The way he looks at her. I remember I was talking about that look it's like he's looking at like the best dark chocolate bar.
He said she was the most beautiful woman he's ever seen.
Then kissed her in the first challenge and just never spoke up about it. Like
I think he was like, because he didn't see it from her. He was kind of like, okay, maybe she doesn't feel the same way, and she just didn't see it. But all of America, his family saw it, her mom saw it, like.
And then too, I feel like maybe a loyalty thing could have been possible with him and Taylor being friends.
Possibly. Possibly.
Well, as soon as Taylor left, I was gone.
And they were like, Taylor who? Sierra who?
Sierra what? Who
is
that? Dude, they liked each other as soon as they liked each other before, but when they was both kicked off at that date, they was definitely trying to feel each other. And then they were like, oh, we're going to be friends. Yeah, right.
They were scared.
Let me ask, do y'all think that they wanted to be friends, or did Nicolandria want to be friends and Nick went along with it?
I think Nicolandria wanted to be friends.
I think that she said, we're just going to be friends. And he was like, okay, let's do that. But the way he acts now, there's no way.
I think she was still on Taylor at that time. She was still thinking about him.
But I think she was also still open to Nick. She might not have just known how to go about it because of Taylor.
I agree.
Yeah.
True.
I agree. Because also knowing that, Taylor and Nick were like besties, and then, you're trying to be like, okay, let me see what's going on here. But then you don't want to be like, there was all these thruples this year. So I'm sure she was guarding her heart and also trying to see what was going on here. But if you guys remember in one of the last couple of episodes, she literally said like, okay, now that that's clear and now that she's gone, we can actually see what's happening here. And I think that that's what she wanted to, she felt
being respectful.
Yes, she felt relieved, and she felt like she could do
Yeah, had a fair chance.
I think in the beginning, when you think about a girl like Nicolandria, is Nick her type? Like first glance, coming into a space, like that's not the type of guy she might have particularly gone for.
I mean, she's a Tuskegee grad. Let's be honest.
Right.
Would you see Nick at homecoming without Nicolandria? Probably not. Like, but
I feel like Nick can get down though. I feel like Nick
Nick is cool.
And he has like black friends and stuff.
Well, first of all, Nick got his middle name was Marcel.
Right?
Yeah.
How many people named Marcel do we know? Anybody in here know anybody white named Marcel?
No, I don't know.
Not one.
I don't.
When they said that they named that baby Marcel, I screamed, y'all.
And they would make really cute babies, by the way.
He almost looked like he was going to black prom. I wasn't mad at it because he looked cute, but
He did.
Yeah, he had the gold jacket, the designer jacket.
He was matching
so
her sexy, and I was here for it. When he walked out, I said, okay. And the little curls. Now, I can't remember the guy's name, but have you guys seen on the internet that they're saying he looks like the one guy from White Lotus? I don't know I have to Google his name, but he really does look like one of the characters from White Lotus. If anybody in the chat watches White Lotus and y'all see it, or you know the guy's name, please drop his name in there and I'm going to find it in a minute. But Buddy really do look like he could be guy's son from White Lotus or something like that. But I'm all here for Nicolandria. Can't wait to see where they go. Do you agree with her and Taylor not being together? Do you think that was the right thing? Taking Nick out of the picture, do you agree that they shouldn't have been together?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't think the connection was really there. Like, I don't think Taylor really liked her.
He never liked her. I don't think he ever liked her.
I need to hear a man's Christian chime in.
I feel like I was really rooting for them.
Same.
But I just felt like the producers were leaving things out on purpose. So I was like, well, maybe there's things we're not seeing because they would mention things. But the way that Nick shows his affection for Nicolandria, I'm like, oh yeah, Taylor hated her. And then he was just trying to hold on to somebody while he was there. But
he was just trying to stay in the villa. He used my good to stay in the villa, and
I think so too.
Me too.
Because the way
I ain't gonna lie.
And touching on Clark, I said, "Wait, who is this man? This is a whole different man."
Before Clark,
no,
when
seriously,
he gave Coco his last name.
Thank you.
I
started with
said,
Coco. Yes.
This is not good. Yeah.
No, it started with Coco. And if you notice, you know what I think it is? I think Taylor wanted Nicolandria to move faster instead of her method of like getting to know people and being their friend before. Because if you notice, the other girls, they moved in on Taylor very quickly and got physical with him quickly. And he was like, oh, connection. They said they were in Casa Amor for 3 days. So 3 days versus weeks with, I just feel like Taylor really latched on to the physical and was like, connect.
Yeah, I agree.
Really getting to know that person and connecting on an emotional level, more like Nicolandria. That's how she moves because she did it with Nick. She did it with all her people. So I don't know.
Yeah, when people move slow.
And also, can we talk about let's talk about Taylor and Clark. Do we like them together?
I don't think Clark is Taylor.
I don't think so.
I like Clark. I love her makeup.
I like Clark, but not them together. They don't even
Clark
match.
or the way she look.
Beautiful gowns,
I like
right?
her.
Beautiful gowns.
I don't know. Maybe I have bad feelings about Taylor because I just don't like how he moved in the villa. And I feel like a lot of people, that's why they were voted last in that one challenge so much. Because people were really mad at Taylor and Clark got a lot of the brunt of that. That she may not have deserved.
I voted them very last on a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie about it.
As
I
did
did
I.
because
I wasn't feeling that.
and I'm gonna tell you why, and I want to hear what if you guys voted and why. Because I did not like the way Taylor moved, so I was punishing him, and I took a little bit out on Clark too because I don't. And it could be editing, but Clark was always looking mad snarky to me. Like they would say something, and then she'd be like, and I'd be like, "No, girl, no." No, I don't like the snarkiness. And maybe it was editing, but I just didn't like the way he moved, and I didn't like how she was reacting, and she'd be like, yeah, and just like I wasn't feeling it. So I was putting them at the bottom for everything. Sorry,
Yeah.
but I'll admit it.
No,
I wasn't
get what
feeling
you-
it either.
I just think that's her face though. Like after some time, I was like, okay, do I really just like not like her?
I don't think it's
or do
her face. Have you seen video of them since they've been out? She ain't making
I
them
don't
face.
interviews, right?
Yeah,
It is
it didn't come off authentic at all. Like there was no real emotion from her. You could not connect with her in any type of way like the other girls. Everything that happened, she just was like kind of like a robot. Not
Right.
robot, but she just kind of was just like,
Yeah.
okay, he's gonna deal with it. Okay, I'm here. Okay.
And then
But she was still nice.
Yeah. And then too, a
Here's
lot of
something-
times they were saying how Taylor initiated everything. Like it was all Taylor, all Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Clark is like a section girl. Like she's used to being in the section. She don't have to say too much. Everybody's looking at her. But Taylor is the opposite. I just think they're polar opposites and not in a good way. So I think that I don't see them lasting too much longer.
Who else? I want to hear what if you guys think they're going to last. What are y'all's opinions if they're going to last or not?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Char? I think Char might be stuck. Oh no, her eye. Oh. You thinking? Oh, maybe she is stuck. I don't know if they're gonna last. I think they're gonna try.
Mhm.
But some of the interviews I've seen of them since they've left the villa and how he's talking about, yeah, you're gonna be poop. I just don't know if they're gonna mesh.
Where at her wedding. I don't think she.
I didn't catch any of that. Did you guys? Start breaking up for me. Oh no. I really want to hear what Char's saying.
It kind of sounds like a song a little bit.
I like
when the pictures come in.
Like the Villa song.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back to Char as soon as she gets unstuck. But Pepe and Iris, what did we think of them?
I'm surprised they made it this far.
Yeah.
Like respectfully, but yeah.
You don't see them lasting?
Maybe, but and I say I couldn't see them making it this far. I'm surprised they made it this far because they were like they played so much in the background. So it's just like, I don't really care what they do.
Yeah. There was a lot of times that they just didn't like. Did you notice a lot of the times when they were showing some of the show, like you just didn't see them too? It was like, I don't know if they just didn't interact a lot, or maybe they were just over there kissing all the time and it was just like, oh, they don't have much story. But I was just like, okay, where's Iris and Pepe? Like, what are they doing? Like, do we think they're going to last?
I can't really tell. Because with Pepe, he talks about Hannah so much that I just don't really believe him and Iris are,
He was head over heels for Hannah. Like,
he was. But can we? Okay, I wish Char was here because I want to talk about Hannah. Hannah needed to be on that other show where they're not allowed to have sex.
Hannah was.
I can't think of the name of it, but it has the little cone and it punishes them for having sex. It takes their money. I feel like Hannah needs to be on that show because how are you crying over your man being booted with his picture? Boo hoo 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 hoo, and then less than 24 hours you're having sex with Pepe. Like, I'm not trying to shame anybody, but because people do what you do on physical, but I was like, sis, did you even really like him? Because like the tears were still on the photo and you was already.
Maybe she was just really hurt and vulnerable.
Those emotions have to go somewhere.
Yeah, it is very possible. But I was just like,
I mean,
girl,
they're young. When you really think about when they say their ages, I think the oldest person that's like ever been on Love Island is like 27. And when you think about that and like things you were doing, they're kind of young.
yeah.
Their decision making and like jumping to the next person, that's not that abnormal at that age.
Have to remember that they are babies. They are
They're
very,
babies.
very, very young. Oh, Shar is back. Okay, Shar. Oh goodness. We got a black box with Shar. Hopefully her camera will come on soon. Okay, so what couple do we want to talk about next? Or person? Somebody throw somebody out there that you want to talk about.
How do we feel about Jeremiah?
Okay, let's talk about it. Should he have been kicked out?
You think so?
I don't think so.
I don't
I don't think so either. Nicole, talk first about why you think he should have been kicked out, and we'll chime in with the.
I think he's a nice boy, but I think that when like Huda actually heard him talk, she crashed out because she's listening, which you shouldn't do, but I've done that too. And she heard him talking about her and talking about wanting to move on and saying the opposite stuff that he was saying to her. And I thought that was a little grimy. Like, I know it's about your feelings, but you're going to go sit and talk to your boys as soon as some girl get in here and you like her so much when we've been like locked in and I'm sitting here listening to you, hearing you talk about me like that. Like, that's not cool. I feel like the way he moved, he could have just been a little bit better. He did express himself well, but the way he handled that when he was booed up with her, on her, and switched so fast, that's I don't like that.
But you think that should have been a result for him to go home because of the way he acted with that, even though he was connecting?
I believe the love bombing stuff. I don't know if Ace just convinced me, but I truly was on the bandwagon that he's a love bomber. And that's not cool.
So you feel like he love bombed what was her name?
Start with an A.
Andrea. Yes.
Andrea. Yeah.
Andrea.
Yeah. How you like her this much? How you like her this much? That's my baby. That's my girl. I don't want to look at nobody else. And then all of a sudden you like this girl this much too, all in these few days. Like, make it make sense.
Yeah.
But do we think that Jeremiah's emotions and feelings towards Huda were the same at the point when Andrina entered the villa? Because I feel like at that point, Huda has crashed out on him several times and he's kind of like over it. But I'm kind of just hanging on because I don't have no other options. So when she came through, it was just like, okay, I'm really open to exploring this because,
Because I'm over that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I absolutely think that he was in that mode. He was over it. So he was, and also America had broke them up and paired him with somebody else. Like, what else are you supposed to do? If they pair you with somebody, you're supposed to explore with them.
That was exciting to watch. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, God.
Christian, what do you think about this?
I think Jeremiah should have stayed. I think he was a good original member that could have stayed and brought, some life to the show. I think the boys did vote him off out of jealousy.
I think so too.
I think they saw him as competition. And even though they weren't even competing in the same lanes, I think they saw him as competition. And so I think that he was easier to kick off. He was more of a threat than like Austin and who else was up there? Pepe, I think. Mm-hmm. I think Jeremiah was their biggest threat, and I think that they took that and just had to get rid of their biggest threat. So that's what I
agree. I agree. The show is Love Island, so even though there was some love bombing going on, he was doing what he was supposed to do. He was matching up. He was exploring. Okay, that didn't work. America told me to go here. Let me explore. And then they was like, nah, you got to go. And I was like, but y'all ain't even doing what you're supposed to be doing. I don't think they should have said.
I thought it
Yeah.
was funny how Ace was the main one saying, "Oh, we came here to explore whatever, whatever." He was with Shelly the whole time. You haven't explored a
Well,
single
almost the
person.
whole time. He
Well,
tried it with Amaya.
well, yes.
Mhm.
Who else? There was somebody else that he
Before
explored.
her.
Yeah, I
Uh,
can't remember who it was.
That was
It was
Ulysses
Ulissa, yeah.
There you go.
in the Custom Horror.
Yeah. So okay, let's talk about Ace and Shelly. Um, what in the world? Why were they booted off? Crazy. I does anybody else agree they should have been in the final four? I really believe they should have been in the final four.
They
I
should have been
think
the
so.
winning couple, honestly.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that
No.
Whoa. No?
I like Ace. I follow Ace online and him showing people how to dance and stuff. I've
Yeah.
been following him for a while before I even realized this was the same dude on Love Island. So it's
Right.
not about him. I think that happened mainly because of Shelly and her relationships within the girls. I don't think it happened. I don't think they got voted lower because of Ace at all, in my opinion.
Well, you think it was because of the whole conflict she had with Huda and everything?
I
Because
do.
people were getting annoyed with her at that point.
Yeah, I think seeing the stuff online that you see like on TikTok and everything else, people were feeling like she was doing too much at the time. And I think it gave people like she seemed so nice, which is so messed up because for a lot of Black women this happens. We're so nice. And as soon as somebody offends us and we stand up for ourselves, everybody hates us and we're mean and we're you know what. And that's what she did, but it just took a turn for her and people liking her, I think.
So you bring up an interesting thing that I would love to talk about because Huda had her crash out and upset at people a couple of times. Shelly did it once and America seemed to kind of turn on her. Like,
Yeah, they did.
do we think that was fair?
Not at all.
No, I don't.
No?
I think her and Alandria really kept themselves together for majority of the season because I think they knew what would happen if they acted the same way that Huda acted or the same way that Amaya acted. They don't get the same amount of grace. And so I hate that Shelly got that boot from America whenever she expressed her grievances. And now we've heard people that are out of the villa say, no, like Huda actually went too far with that challenge. So now it's like, it makes everybody feel, I don't know if they feel bad, but I just hate that for her. I think they should have went at least to the final four. Since we don't agree on winners, I think they at least should have been number 2 or 3, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
over Iris and Pepe.
What did
for
you say,
sure.
Kiki?
I said definitely over Iris and Pepe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They should have been there before Iris and Pepe, but America saw otherwise. Like, I don't like that Shelly took the bad rep for having feelings about what Huda did. Now, I will tell you, I went down the rabbit hole with it, and I did see an interview with Taylor and Clark where they asked them, did Huda go too far? And they were like, absolutely, Huda went too far. Now, if you go back and look at that episode, because I went back because I was like, I need to see this again. She was doing some nightclub moves. I'll say it that way. Whatever. I respect the art, right? If that's what you do, that's fine. But the thing is, like, if you're doing that on my man, like, I'm gonna have a problem. So I understood where Shelly was coming from, being upset. And also, if you watch it, you see her do the little upside down in the face thing, and the camera cuts away. So they cut out some stuff. And even Taylor and Clark said, yeah, you didn't even see all of what happened. So I personally understood why Shelly was upset because I think I would be upset as well. Nobody else was taking things that far in the challenge. But how do you all feel about how she was in that challenge, the heart rate challenge?
I think she did a lot, but she was fresh off the breakup, wasn't she? During the episode?
Yeah.
So she was acting out of emotions. I'm not saying what she did was right by any means, but she was acting out of emotions.
It's Love Island. They are doing all sorts of stuff. They kissing each other in the mouths, twerking on each other. I just don't understand.
Was anybody else doing what she did?
No,
I didn't see what she did. Hopefully in the reunion they show us because I need to see.
Oh, you can see a little bit. Like they cut. So if you go back and watch, she flips upside down and does the whole.
She got skills.
She got skills. She was doing her thing. But is that the place to do it?
On her friend's man?
On her friend's man?
After preaching about being a girl's girl?
Oh my
Can
God.
we talk
That gets me so hard. Yeah,
Can we
what
talk
that
about
mean?
girl thing? Because I think that was a topic that came up a lot about the boundaries that Huda set in the beginning. Because she was not girl for coming into the villa and looking at Jeremiah, right? But then people were saying, like, that's what Shelly was upset about. She was just like, okay, but you don't have the same standards for you when it comes to our relationships, right? You just do whatever, but you expect us to be 100% like loyal to you and not do anything to your man. So I understood that. In the beginning, when I saw the heart rate challenge, I was like, what is like the heart rate challenge is always crazy, like on Love Island.
Yes.
But then looking at everybody else's reaction, and it's just like, okay, you witnessed everybody's heart rate challenge. Everybody else was like, oh wow, that was, you know what I mean? Everybody else was like, wow, that was a lot. So I was like, production failed there and not showing us what actually happened. So then it made Shelly, the black woman, look bad and look like she was being mean, because that's what they do a lot in these reality TV shows. Like the dark-skinned black women, if they're upset about something, then it's just like they make you a villain. But she was justified in her reaction. Now that we found out later, you know, now they're home already, right? So those are I think that Huda was given a lot of grace, and Shelly and Nicolandria, even if you don't agree with what they did, you know, after the heart rate challenge, black women are never given grace to be like, oh, well, let them grow, let them whatever. It's just like, you do one bad thing, then you're a forever, and I don't like that.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Agreed.
I think it was one more thing that I saw that probably got them voted low. So a lot of rumors were coming out that they were already a couple and that they tried to trick everybody to come on the show, act like they weren't a couple, but then be together. Now, I don't know if that's true or not.
Watch the After Sun yesterday? Did any of you guys watch it?
No.
I didn't.
I typically don't watch After Sun, but I did because it said that they were going to be on it and they addressed it. They said that they met at a nightclub in New York. He approached her. They met very loosely and parted ways. They followed each other on social media, but he was living in LA. She was living in Florida. They said that's all of it that they knew, and that they thought it was kind of fate that they both ended up on Love Island together. So
I did see that clip, and I think they mentioned that they knew other people in there too.
Yes,
Shelly knew Amaya,
each other. Yeah,
and Andrina, and then Nick and Jeremiah knew each other. They had worked together.
Yes,
it's like production just didn't do a good job with casting.
Yeah. I mean, we know there's been some casting fails this year, so I think that did not help them at all. The fact that they follow each other on social media, and they said that they spoke in the DMs, that kind of thing, but they hadn't seen each other since running into each other at that New York nightclub, or their only interaction from that was on social media. So I don't know. Do you all believe them? Do you think that they were faking the funk to try to win?
I don't think so. But I think from watching, I watch a lot of UK seasons as well, and I think that they do like have like kind of like a recommendation like kind of process type of thing, because Zach is friends with Miguel from last season, and like I think that sometimes they do know each other. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. So I saw a tweet that they were like married and like I was like,
no, everybody was running with that they were faking it.
You know what I mean?
Already, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, so I think that hurt them in the voting too, because nobody knew if it was true or not, and nobody wants to feel like they're getting scammed when they voting for a competition.
Yeah.
I think Ace also may have hurt in the voting because people felt like he like was the president and prime minister of the villa. You know what I mean? Like he like, and
they were calling him mayor.
People
like
were
that.
listening to him. Like, there's nothing. He's a Leo like me. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, like
I'm a Leo too.
I think they don't have to listen to him. You know what I mean? He just had a commanding energy and like leader spirit. You know what I mean? And I think people thought that he was just like a puppet master of some sort. And I think that's what hurt them in the voting as well.
I agree.
I agree with a lot of stuff he would say, though. I really did.
What part? I mean, be more specific.
Like, what was he talking about? Like the love bombing. I already brought that up. And how he talked about Jeremiah love bombing. It was true. I think he was like pointing out stuff that people don't want to point out. Like kind of like the truth teller in a sense. And nobody wants to hear the stuff that is true. And because he is a Leo, my two Leos on here, he just was strong. And a lot of times, I think when you're saying something that's right, people are going to follow you because they agree, but they don't have the courage to say it. And you're saying
people
it.
Like that.
And I think that's who he became in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Austin
even when he got into it with Austin. Yeah.
With him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Austin was one of the few that was very vocal about not agreeing with him.
Yeah. I like how he stood against Austin in that. And he pointed out, like, anything that I say, I've said it publicly. If I have any problems with somebody, I'm letting it be known. You know, even Austin, he was saying to Amaya, oh, I think you're great. But to the guys, he's like, yeah, I really don't like her. Ace would never have done that. And I think the guys just follow that, like you said, naturally. If somebody's outspoken and says what's the truth, they're just going to follow that and let him be the, who was it? That the scapegoat was the Huda? He's the scapegoat.
Yeah, Huda did say that. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about people saying that, like, because Love Island, like, usually it's like the strongest connections stay. And it seems like in this season, if you were in a strong connection, you went home. Like,
let's look at it. People would lock in, they'd be in the hideaway, and then they're gone. This was not in line from the past few years, you know. This was a very different season.
Or you send somebody home in a connection. Like Hannah was weird. You know what I mean? I was like, what? I don't know. All these.
I mean, didn't they do that on the last season though? What was the dude that was so mad? Rob, who was on the season before, was mad on the last season that Leah sent his connection home, and they were like, we sent her home because y'all locked in and y'all supposed to be testing out different connections. And y'all been locked in from day one.
That's true. That did happen. I think that social media has a huge, like, this season was like, huge, and like there were so many.
Social media controlled the show this year.
Yeah, they got people kicked really off and everything.
Yes.
Oh my god,
it was so bad.
It was bad.
It was so bad this year that Huda and Chris, who ended up just being friends at the end, beat Iris and Pepe, who were a couple. I don't even know how that worked, you know?
I think people wanted them to work. I think people wanted to see them work. And at first, when they were getting together, it seemed cute and the communication seemed kind of there, but it started to go kind of sour. I think people, because Huda was so hurt, wanted her to get a man that was like more mature and could like deal with her emotions and help her to grow. So I think people just wanted it, even though it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
That's why they were getting voted like that. Because that's how I felt. I was like, poor little baby.
And I was looking at something, I can't remember what it was, but they were talking about the rate that the Islanders were getting followers on social media. And Huda was one of the fastest ones to gain followers, which I found very interesting. But
she might have the
Amaya was first, and then it was Huda for the girls. Then I also was paying attention to comments because I'm always in the comment section for everything because I'm nosy. There was a lot of Amaya love and there was a lot of Huda love. And I also saw a lot of Nicolandria love. So I feel like people's attachment to certain people, not necessarily the whole couple, was keeping certain people in the show as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. That was definitely.
That was
I did. I wanted Shelly and Nicolandria to make it to the end. Okay, I really did.
I did too.
I mean, I'm very Issa Rae. I'm always gonna root for somebody that was Black, but also I was like, I just want a minority to win. So I'm not mad that Amaya and Brian won. I kind of was expecting it once I started seeing the love. Did you guys see how Google changed? They put the lyrics for Amaya's little song. If you typed her name in, it scrolls across the top. Her
That's
little song
cute.
where she was talking about she's not perfect and all that. So I knew when I saw that there was huge love for Amaya. And I was like, oh, this girl's she's probably about to win. And then also, America, we love an underdog.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Like all these men in the beginning were talking about, they don't like her. She's too much. She's too crazy. She's just, even I did not like Amaya at the beginning. I'm not going to lie. The girl was driving me crazy. I was like, why is Amaya and Huda still here? But Amaya grew on me. It's crazy. She grew on me and I started to like her.
Cried so much.
You know what it was? I felt like, and I'm very much a person where I feel like it's okay to show your emotion, but that girl was crying when she was happy. She was crying when she was sad. She was crying when she was confused. I was just like, girl, it was so much to me.
Girl, she's just, you know what I mean? Like, and she does cry a lot. She does. Definitely does. Definitely does. I was just like, why are y'all so mad about? Like, I was just like, oh my god. Like Ace was just like, babe, I don't do the babe. I was like, she's just saying babe. Like, oh
that's because his girlfriend was in there already. He don't want this girl. Babe. He's like, you doing way too much, sis. This a game.
Like, okay. And then I didn't like that Austin did, and then it made her like insecure about who she was.
Ooh,
like,
yeah, he was the worst.
What are you not comfortable with? You could tell that it got to her head, and that made me feel bad. I'm like, she's just being herself. You know what I mean?
She's being herself. Yeah. Yeah. You have to allow somebody to be their self. Christian, were you getting ready to say something?
Oh no, I agree with you. Amaya, I did not like Amaya in the beginning, and I thought that she should have got voted off instead of Hannah. But over time, she did kind of grow on me. So I'm not mad that she won.
Yeah.
Yeah, best of luck to her, I guess. She's going to get money regardless. There's brand deals just sitting there waiting on her to get out.
Yeah, I mean, for real. So many brands were in the comments like, hey, when you get out, check your DMs and blah, blah, blah. And I saw something, I wish I could remember the number, but it was like in the millions that the girls are possibly getting off of brand deals once they get out of there. And I was just like, wow. Like, even if you don't win the 100K or 50K if you split, and even if you don't find love, like there's a way that you can make the best out of this. Like I'll be very interested to see who gets what deals from this. Because even IHOP had the I'm a mommy, you're a mommy. Like everybody was doing the JetBlue. I saw JetBlue was talking to Jalen. They were like, whenever you're ready to go to another country, let us know. Like the brands are going to be branding.
Their lives are about to change, like literally instantly. Like I saw like Fenty Beauty followed Nicolandria, like Amaya and Shelly. I said, oh, the deals are coming for the. I'm so excited. I'm sure Huda is probably going to get a hoodie. Like I'm just like, oh, they're walking out to a lot of money, even if they
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we talk about Jesus? His name just left me completely. But okay, let's talk about Austin. This is what I wanted to say because we were just talking about him a couple minutes ago. How did you guys feel about Austin and him leaving and on how he was with the Maya and everything like that? We haven't really touched on Austin much.
I was ready for
he was great.
He was giving the girls nothing the whole time. I'm sorry. Like he was just like this goofy like dude that was just in there like no shade, but he wasn't like giving me anything. And then I didn't like that he didn't tell Amaya how he felt until the Stand On Business challenge. And then what I hate is when a man will puff up his chest to a woman. Remember he had that interaction with Ace on the Stand On Business challenge, and he was like talking normally with Ace, and then when Amaya jumped in, he wanted to get hot. I was like, I hate that. I was ready for him to go. That's all I'm saying.
I haven't liked him since he tried to date Shelly. Like, what are you doing, sir? You are not.
That didn't make sense to me at all. I get it. You're supposed to explore, pair up, but Austin and Shelly, I was like, nah.
Austin and nobody, because Austin, no offense, Austin, if you ever see this, but
He was in
Honestly,
the middle of
Austin and Charlie.
Austin and Charlie.
That's why
Yeah.
we're best friends.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Let
forgot
them go
about
home
Charlie.
together. Best friends. Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
yeah.
I love Charlie.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite episodes when Maya was like, "We don't want to do that," and then Charlie does his like monologue saying how bad he wanted to say. I was like, "This deserves an Emmy." Like this was crazy. Everybody's sobbing. Like it was crazy.
Okay, so listen, Shar opened up one of the questions that I wanted to talk about. I want to hear what everybody's favorite moment of the season was. Everybody that's watching too, drop your favorite moment in the comments too. So, Nicole, you kick off your favorite moment.
Oh my God, I had so many. Dang, I put his crash out. Sorry. I did because it was authentic and I think people liked her because, like I said, people have been through that where you don't have that control, where you haven't went to therapy yet, where you're still trying to figure out yourself and you lose it and you got to come back and you got to be humble and you got to say, you know what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have said that. But y'all ever got that like feeling in your chest in the pit when somebody makes you mad for real? Everybody can relate to that. So that is my favorite moment. I thought it was just authentic and it was real. And she knew America was watching and she still couldn't control herself. So I just felt like it was really real, but I feel like people also can learn from it. So I'm gonna have to put that in as one of my top 5 moments.
TP, your top moment from season 7.
I'm gonna take Cully's answer. Definitely the hooded crash outs and also the whole Megan Thee Stallion episode.
That's a good one.
Oh,
That whole
oh my
episode
God, I
was
forgot.
amazing. Even
It
with
was
the
a
guys
light
twerking looking crazy.
Right. The guys, the girls, everybody, they showed out.
Yeah.
Even though, the thing that annoyed me about it is the whole thing that they brought that in just because Megan had her swimsuits.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of annoyed with some of the the sponsorships and like product placement. But
I feel like it matches the show though. Even like the narrator, like the way they put in like all their coffee mate stuff.
The coffee mate stuff. I was like, well, everybody's drinking
Like
coffee.
randomly drinking and the coffee mate is facing the camera. Like
It's done in like a punful, like funny, but
like the whole
not
kitchen
funny.
was coffee mate. Like the whole
Yeah.
thing.
baby, we
So
need
some of the brand deals were annoying to me, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, Megan Thee Stallion. And the girls looked hot in those swimsuits.
dude.
They
Let it
looked
show
good.
out. She
Would you
showed
say
out. Let it show out in that thing.
Oh yeah.
But that was the first time I was like, she got some skills that other people ain't got. And probably another occupation. I'm not downing. I'm just saying. The average woman cannot do all that without
That's
On the
she needs to
job
teach those
training.
lessons.
on the job trading. Christian, your favorite moment from season 7?
My favorite moment from season 7 will have to be Olandria's crash out.
Oh,
I think that was probably my most favorite. I'm standing up. Yeah. When she finally got off her chest to Taylor what she was feeling, I feel like she needed that. We needed that because that was the biggest close off of the whole season. Of like, this is it. This is how I'm feeling. This is how you treated me. And now I'm done. And I think that was probably the highlight of the season for me. Because we spent so much time waiting for her to get to that point. And she finally got to that point. It was such a big, impactful moment to where it hit everybody.
yeah.
That was the best part of the season to me.
It was definitely a read. Definitely.
For sure.
Shar.
Okay. Well, I did say the one episode where everybody was sobbing and screaming and yelling, like, and Charlie was begging to stay, mainly. But you know, I'm Nicolandria Nation, so of course when they went on their date and they kissed the next day and sold that, I was living. It was giving like storybook, fairy tale, fantasy for me. And I was just like, oh my god, the way they kissed.
No.
I've been rethinking it. I was like, I don't like no shade to white men. I just don't be looking at them like that. But Nick got me rethinking. You know what I'm saying?
Nick is cute. cute. Nick is
Nick
handsome.
is cute.
I think Olandria makes him cuter too.
Did
Like,
you
I feel
guys
like
notice their kiss tonight on the show? It was
passionate.
It was.
Yeah. So let me ask, as a Nicolandria fan, do y'all think it was the producer's best decision to keep them and not let them go home when they got dumped?
hell yeah.
Time?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
You talk about crash out. I might have crashed out if they had sent
Yeah.
them home because
I was pissed.
That was gonna be my last episode. I was ready to turn it off.
I was pissed too.
I was crying when Olandria was like, she was like, I just want to find love. I was like, oh my God. I was losing.
Dude. I love their story. I know you said like you're not attracted to white men or haven't thought about it, but my husband is a white man.
Tell a story.
I've dated all types of people and he loves me like nobody has ever loved me in my life. And when I see that, I have friends and sisters who I try to tell them, you don't have to just be with somebody because of the color of their skin. You need to be with somebody who loves you for you and is going to treat you special and treat you how you want to be treated. So when I see that on national television, it just lets other Black women know there are so many options for you. You don't have to just do what you think you have to do because that's what's been done. And I just want us to just paint the world brown. Like when you get together, everybody becomes brown. They just do.
Come on now.
So it's just a testament. It's a testament.
Brown crayon.
People are people. People are people. You never know. Your husband or your soulmate might be Asian. You don't know. But if you don't open up and you don't see those stories and you don't see yourself or people that look like you doing it, you never give anybody the opportunity. So that's why I really, really, really love them and want them to work.
They were cute. They got the chemistry.
I
like it.
Yeah.
And he got swag.
He does.
He got money too.
I mean, do I need to repeat his middle name again? Marcel.
He got swag. His family came in and they made him even more attractive.
Yeah.
The way they supported him, how sweet his mother was, that's even more attractive.
And the letter from his father where, I was like, Dad, we don't even know what you look like, but you're so sweet. Like,
literally, I think it's beautiful.
So I'm going to, you guys did name a few things that I thought were like my favorite moment, but can I tell you the one episode that had me laughing so damn hard? I'm going to say the baby episode was my favorite.
Yes.
I was kikiing so much. I know somebody outside my house could probably hear me laughing because they were so funny with them babies. And the guys and binkies and just trying to and then the do-rags and the scarves on the baby's head. And the one moment in it that cracked me up so much is how Nick and Nicolandria didn't know, they got the sex of their baby wrong and had to change it. Remember, they were changing the diaper and they were like, oh my God, it's a boy. They thought they had a girl. That episode cracked me up. I loved that episode. I felt like we had so much drama and crashing out and just seriousness that I felt like that episode really gave me the balance and the fun kiki that I needed. I'm not going to say I love the crashing out, even though I kind of did. But that episode, it just brought me so much joy. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I liked it too.
Okay, guys. Anybody else that you want to talk about or any other subject from this season that we might not have touched on that you're just dying to talk about?
I have one.
Okay.
What do you guys feel about all the makeout games? Because I get a little uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. And I also want to talk about all of the cold sores that were coming up on everybody's face throughout this season.
Okay. Can I tell you, somebody on, I think it was on TikTok, they were saying, like, they zoomed in and said, like, because Nick had one, but they were saying it wasn't cold sores, that it was bruising from sucking so much. Almost like hickeys, but on your lips. Because if you look at some of those challenges, they were very aggressive.
Yeah.
I think that they have to do like
they do. They do health testing, all that kind of stuff before they come in there.
Good.
You said good because it's a lot of makeup. No, the worst one was the milk challenge for me. I was like, I
could not watch it. I had to fast forward through the milk challenge, like especially after COVID. No.
I was like, is this beer factor? What is this?
Literally,
and I have a milk allergy. I could not do it. I'd be like, y'all got some cashew milk, some goat milk. And I hope it really wasn't milk. I hope it was just water that was colored. Like, I don't know. Just the thought of it is disgusting to me.
I also think
I don't know.
These kissing challenges don't really help you find love.
No.
Like, this isn't helping you get any stronger with your person the way that they think that it does.
No, but what it can do is help you to find out if you want to explore with somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
And okay, so think about it this way. Nick said he intentionally kissed Alondria early on. She didn't pick up on the signals, but had she picked up on the signals, they might have gotten together earlier because of she was like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think they're meant to make you stronger. I think they're meant to shake the house.
Yeah.
I would agree.
But they also do personality, like they do like some of the like UK seasons or other seasons, they'll do like, what do you like about this person? Or like quizzes about the person, like during the challenges versus just like, go fuck this person, work on this person, kiss this person. You know what I mean? It's like, lick this person. Like, it's like, whoa.
It's giving Truth or Dare in high school.
Truth or Dare is exactly what I was going to say. Yes. Like we're all in high school again playing, at our friend's house whose parents are out of town and we shouldn't be over there. That's like what some of them games feel like to me. Like, they act.
Yeah, but I'm watching it and I'm like, I hope nobody is watching me watch this because I look like a perv watching this stuff.
Can I tell you, one of my neighbors, I guess they saw my TV through a window and they were like, oh, you watch Love Island. And I was mortified. But then she was like, I watched too. And I was like, oh, thank God. Like,
but you can't help it's like you can't help it. It's so good.
It is.
I'll throw this out there. Do you all think that you could last in the circumstances that they put you in to be in the villa? It's like no phone, no connection, no, books. You can't write. There's no pen and paper. Do you think you could last in the villa that long?
Wait, are you talking about just getting there? Because they have like quarantine before they get there, or are you talking about the whole thing?
It's the whole thing.
Absolutely not. Because I saw that they hold you for like 2 weeks in a hotel room, no phone, no nothing, no TV, nothing. You have a chaperone if you want to leave the room and go out. Like, I'm like, no wonder you get in there and act a damn fool because you've been put in a cage before you get there. Then you're in there and you're upset or you're in your feelings. Like, you can't talk to your parents. You can't talk to your best friend. What I saw Saturdays, that's the day they don't film. That's the day they get their hair done and all that kind of stuff. But they can't talk about anything because they're not mic'd up. If they leave the beach area, they have to go with the supervisor. They can't talk about connections. They separate the girls and the guys on that day. They put you in a crazy situation. And I'm like, no wonder people are crashing out and acting a fool. I don't think I could make it. Y'all.
I got to do my hair every day. I can't wear, you know what I mean? I'm so happy Amaya wore that boo-boo because I said, bikini, like, everyday bikini. I'm sorry. It's a lot. And I heard, I saw a TikTok Coco posted, production food, apparently isn't the best. And that for, however many weeks. And it's just, nobody, I feel like it'd be a lot for me.
Yeah, so breakfast for lunch and dinner, and then they get one drink a day. Alcoholic beverage, but it's either wine or beer. It's not mixed drinks. It's very contained. They're controlling everything.
Well, we eat breakfast in the morning and breakfast at night.
Oh yeah. But they don't know what time of day it is, and that's what would get me.
Yeah. That's the other thing. No watch, no clock. You don't know what day it is. It's kind of like prison in paradise. Yeah. You're probably oh, sundown, it's day 5. You might put a little 5 on the wall or something because you ain't got no notepad. So
And you have to wake up. You don't wake up like so bright. Like they have to get up at whatever time it is, 6 a.m. or whatever. They don't know what time it is. But they have to get up. Wow.
And
They
you
deserve
have to go to
everything.
bed when they tell you to go to bed when it's lights out.
That's why Chris was like, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I ain't trying to cuddle with you, girl. I am sleeping.
Right.
He was so serious. He told his friends earlier in the day, tonight I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. He was tired.
And then he was like, I don't want to hear the noise. Like that's one of the times they was talking about they don't want to hear nobody smacking. Like I don't think I could make it. TT, you didn't say. Do you think you could make it under the circumstances?
The disorientation of not knowing what time it is, that would kill me. I cannot do it. I cannot. No. Not at all.
No. I want to look regular in my body, and it's just like knowing how hyper focused everybody is about like your hair and like how you look. Like it's just Love Island is a lot of how you look. And it's just like, if I'm getting up at 6 a.m. every day, there's no way I'm wearing a bikini every single day. Like, it's not for me.
Yeah. Yeah. If you notice, there were a couple times like Huda wore like sweatpants and a bikini top and Jordans. I was like, oh, she's sick of it.
Yeah, sure.
You don't want to put on a thong. She's over it. Like,
but I wonder if they do get tired of it though. Like,
I mean,
after a while, getting tired of the same routine, same thing every single day.
They in that house, they don't go nowhere. They get dressed up to go downstairs in the house.
And then they're like, party.
Do that.
Or like, what, straight?
I'm like, is this really a party?
no. No, production is
like they are definitely
y'all stand here, hold your drinks and dance. We need B-roll.
And there's no music, so they're dancing to no music.
Yeah.
That would have sent me over
no
the edge.
music. Oh my god.
I also saw an interview where they were asking past years contestants like why nobody swims, and they're like, we do swim, it just gets cut out because we have to take our mics off so they can't hear what we're saying when we swim. So, there's so many little nuances about the show that I find quite interesting. And Christian, didn't you do a video where you were talking about they make $1,500 a week?
That's what I heard. That they said it's either $500 to $1,500 a week. I didn't know they were getting paid. That's what blew my mind. I never even thought about them getting paid.
I think pretty much all the reality shows, you get some sort of stipend. Mm-hmm. I mean, most people have rent or a mortgage to pay, some kind of bill to keep the lights on or something. And you think about it, they're out there almost all summer. Like, what job you got that's letting you just
leave?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'll say that. Movie night. They didn't do movie night or a talent show.
I literally was getting ready to bring
no
movie night this year. And I wanted movie night because somebody was going to crash out that night. Somebody was going to flip a table. Somebody was going to act a fool, be upset. I don't know why they left movie out. And they changed Casa this year.
I don't ever want to see a Casa like that ever again in my life. I never want to. It was 7 people in the villa. I hated it. There was too many people that came back. I hated the write your name down and then you say the name and then you gotta go up with the name. Like hated it.
Yeah.
I think the producers didn't know what was happening. I feel like every day they were like, well, what are we gonna do? So they just had to make stuff up every single day. They didn't have a clue.
I do think the producers were moving a lot based upon what the public was saying, just because there was just some crazy stuff going on. Like, I don't know.
The way they removed Sierra was weird.
I was just going to bring this up. Do we agree with them removing, what was the other girl's, whatever her name was?
Ulysses.
I didn't even realize that.
She left, second episode, something like that. I did see the video where she was dropping the N-word, like, sis.
She was?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know that.
She was on a podcast and she said the N-word a few times. And that podcast, somebody put it out there, like, look at her. And that's why they pulled her up out of the villa.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were right for pulling her out. Sierra, I'm a bit conflicted. Honestly.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I think she addressed it in the past and apologized for it in the past. So that's my only thing of like, I feel like she remedied that situation. I think it was foul for the person to pull those screenshots and put it out now that she's on TV. I think just for safety and just for the show and of course the internet, they pulled her out of the villa. I do think she maybe could have stayed, but then we wouldn't have got Nicolandria, so she had to go home. So it's like, sorry, you had to go.
Now, can I tell you, I do think it's very foul that evidently people were calling ICE on her family and death threats and all this kind of stuff. Like, what are we doing, y'all? This is stupid. Like, and did any of you guys see her apology since she's been out? What did we think about it? Do we feel like it was genuine?
Did y'all see she had a sweatshirt on?
But like at the same time, like I was like, I'm not an Asian person, so it's like it's not really for me to accept. But to me, the apology was fine. But she did have the Empath shirt on, like all this. The girl has a way with words, but I was just like, I don't really know what you want her to say. You know what I mean? Like she kind of touched every point. It was very PR, but I was just like,
I don't think she was reading either. I feel like it looked like she was talking, just speaking, because you can kind of tell when somebody's reading. It felt pretty sincere to me. But like you said, Char, the apology wasn't for any of us. But TT, what were you saying? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was talking about how she had an Empath sweatshirt on. I mean, I think it was genuine. I do think
she did.
Mm-hmm.
Her shirt said Empath?
Yeah.
I totally didn't catch that.
I think she's really media trained, but I do think her apology was genuine. But like you all say, that's not the apology wasn't for us.
Yeah. I feel like Christian too, like, I don't necessarily think she should have gone home, maybe. I don't know, because it was something in the past and she apologized for it. But like Christian said, we wouldn't have gotten Nicolandria if that hadn't happened.
I didn't expect them to pull her out, especially with it being so close towards the end. I wasn't expecting it at all.
Did you guys see the videos where allegedly she's screaming in the background as they're pulling her out?
During Alandria.
I would love to see those.
Yeah, Alandria was in a confession and you can hear, "Why are you doing this to me?" in the background. Somebody screaming, a girl. And there were some other things that were said that you couldn't really make out, but everybody's saying that is her getting pulled out. The way they edited that episode too, like I could tell she was pulled out before the announcer said it because they just didn't show her. And then all of a sudden Nick is sitting there with the bros and the announcement comes up. She's left for personal reasons. I was like, why did they?
Yeah, that was weird.
They edit it was like,
yeah. And they barely talked about it. They're like, "Oh, Sierra's gone," and it was like that was it. Nick talking to them that was it. And boom, like let's move on.
I think they did the right thing. I know it was in the past. I know she apologized, but I don't think there's any excuse for saying stuff that you shouldn't say. And supposedly she has said it again, and maybe she didn't know better.
Allegedly multiple times. I don't know.
Yeah, because the way she was saying it, I didn't even know that was a bad thing. I learned from listening to all of those videos about her that was a bad thing. But when I realized like the stigma of it and what it would mean to like a Black person if it was a different word, I'm like, okay, she needs to go. That as production, as Peacock, I can't have no girl that's on the internet saying racial slurs on my show. I just can't.
Right.
I do feel like production needs to do better next year with casting. They need to do better with the background checks.
There you go.
100%.
I mean, you had 2 this year that had like, did they not scroll through their social media?
Couldn't have.
Not that hard.
I mean, 2 of them, for it to have 2 racial slurs, they didn't do no type of background work.
Exactly. And y'all know employers be looking at your social media when they hire you. Like, why is a show, a national TV show, not doing a background thorough check of social media before you cast somebody? It's like, what is that about? I do think that they'll probably do better next year with it, hopefully. Okay. Anything else that anybody wants to cuss and discuss about Love Island season 7? Y'all got it all out? Seriously?
It's been a rough season.
It's been very rough. I felt like many times I needed like therapy. I was like texting people like, oh my God, did you see the episode? No. Why haven't you watched yet? Like, catch up. I need somebody to talk to.
I'm like, a reality show should not make me feel this way. I was like hot inside. Why do I feel like this?
I was the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
when Shelly and Ace
yelling
left.
at TV.
When Shelly and Ace left, I was like, let me just go outside for a little bit. I just need like some fresh air. Maybe I should read a book or eat an apple. I don't know.
Crazy. But yes, the reunion will be on soon and we'll get some follow-up and everything. But thank you guys so much for doing this. It's the first time we're talking about it. I felt like it needed to happen because we were all talking on the sides and friends and on the internet about our summer addiction. But what are we going to do now that Love Island is gone? I need something else to watch.
What about the new show that came out? Was that yesterday? Love After the Island from the last season. From the last season.
Yeah.
Like Odell's little brother.
Yeah. Started.
I don't know if I'm going to watch. I don't know.
I gotta watch.
Are y'all going to watch?
I love Serena.
I think I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to watch because y'all are watching.
I like Serena and Janae from that season. So
absolutely. I mean, I wanted them to win last year, and they won, and they're still together, which is amazing. So maybe I will, because this part of the summer there's not much left to watch. So
I guess we gotta start reading something.
Got it. That's what Christian said. We need a book after that season.
Yeah.
The self-help book. How not to crash out on national television.
Yeah.
It's this book called Let Them. It'll help you not crash out, and it's really good.
Wait a minute. Who is it by? Let Them?
Mel Robbins. She has a podcast. She went viral over this Let Them theory, and it's about letting people be who they are and kind of controlling who you are. Let them and let me. So you let people act how they want to act, and then you evaluate and you decide how you want to approach it. It's deeper than that, but that's a summary. It's a really good book. I'm on chapter 4, and I'm already letting them, if you know what I mean. I'm already letting them. But it's really good.
I'm gonna read it. It sounds like
listen to it. I listen to audio because I feel like I don't have time to read, so I just buy the audiobooks.
That's real.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one. I'll definitely check that out. Thank you guys so much. I know it's late. Most of us have to work in a few hours, so all minds are clear. I just want to thank you guys so much for hopping on here late at night, talking and cussing and discuss season 7 of Love Island. We'll definitely have to do this again. You guys have been so great being here. Any last words anybody wants to say before we sign off for the night?
Nicolandria Nation.
There we go.
I'm with you on that one. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Black America Web is now leaving the villa.
Bye, guys.